Last week, Wizards of the Coast announced a few new products and sets that would be coming to Magic the Gathering. In addition to revealing our return to Kamigawa in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, we were told about Streets of New Capenna, which will be the demon-run mobster world we visit afterwards, as well as the sets Dominaria United and the Brothers' War. It was also revealed that the next unset will apparently be set in space, with full art space shocklands, and will be called Unfinity. We're also getting Commander Legends 2 Battle for Baldur's Gate, which is obviously another Dungeons & Dragons crossover, as well as Double Masters 2. Does that make it Double Masters squared? Quadruple Masters? Bet we're getting those VIP packs again. Confirmation on the release of the Warhammer-themed Commander precons, and also that there will be a Jumpstart 2022. Clarification that the Lord of the Rings Complete Magic set will be modern legal, making some question whether that means it is essentially Modern Horizons 3. Whatever it is, you'll need the cards in Modern. There is no escape. And in addition to all of that, Wizards of the Coast also released a new Secret Lair super drop of 5 Secret Lairs, 4 of which have foil and no foil options, as well as 3 bundle options for a total of 12 potential drops you can now purchase. And while I still don't have my Secret Lair cards that I purchased from last time yet, in this video I will review the new selection of Secret Lairs while the purchase window is still open, because it'll close real soon, so we had better get this video out. Update the board!
New Secret Lair alert! New Secret Lair alert! New Secret Lair alert! New Secret Lair alert!
Oh, I forgot to mention, they also revealed there is going to be, and no, I'm not joking, a Street Fighter Secret Lair, a Stranger Things Secret Lair, and a Fortnite Secret Lair. Again, I really want to be clear, none of this is a joke. All of those sets and products and Secret Lairs are real. Now, it is my goal to stay on top of these reviews, so I'm filming as much as I can now. Here's a clip from my Fortnite Secret Lair review. Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. That was actually a clip from the Stranger Things Secret Lair review. Can we show a clip from the Fortnite Secret Lair review? A chilling portent of things to come. Is it worth it to buy these currently available 5 new Secret Lairs? A close examination and analysis to come. But first, this video is brought to you by Audible. I'm really happy that I can just give everyone in my audience a free audiobook, as well as full access to Audible's Plus catalog, absolutely free. This is legitimately my favorite thing to be able to bring to you because audiobooks are quality. They're great. You can enjoy the work of your favorite author just listening to it while you sort your magic cards or drive to work, go on a hike, or what have you. Free. Have one on the house. Not to mention an Audible membership lets you grow your Audible digital library, access exclusive content like the Audible Originals, and it's just one of the best things I can bring you. My pick for an Audible audiobook this month is one by Aaron Morgenstern, author of The Night Circus, another favorite of mine. And in many ways, I look at this one as, if not the actual sequel, the spiritual successor. It's The Starless Sea, a stunning work that follows the adventures of Zachary, who discovers a book that somehow has stories from his own life. He follows clues into a world of mystery to discover the book's true origin. It's really great. It's a story about books and their guardians, lost cities and seas. The Starless Sea is ultimately about discovering purpose, in both the mysterious book and in our own lives. For non-members, this absolute work of art would cost you around $35, but use my link, sign up, download it absolutely free. Or pick whatever title from Audible's massive library that you want to use your free credit on. Start listening with a 30-day Audible trial. Get 1 audiobook and full access to the Plus catalog. absolutely free. Visit audible.com/Tolarian Community or text Tolarian Community to 500-500, and thank you, Audible, for sponsoring this review. So which, if any, of these new 5 secret layers should you order before you are, wow, it's right in the title, out of time? Well, let's take a look. The first secret layer is Kamigawa Ink, available both in non-foil and foil at $29.99 or $39.99. The set features really cool aesthetic versions of Kamigawa legends, one for each color, including a borderless Heartless Haijitsu, a borderless Kami of the Crescent Moon, a borderless Michiko Kanda, Truth Seeker, a borderless Reki, The History of Kamigawa, and a borderless Toshiro Umezawa. While many of the non-foil versions of these cards are not that high in value, there is some value in just about everything except Heartless Haijutsu, as Commander has been very kind to these selections, especially Michiko and that foil Toshiro, which would run you $124 by itself. If you were to buy all of the singles from this secret layer in their cheapest non-foil versions, you'd still be spending about $56.32, which is nearly double the price. But the real value shines in the idea of getting these as foils, as most of these are only available in foil from their original Kamigawa printing oh so long ago. And that would cost you $256.09, meaning that if you want these cards, picking up the foil version of this secret layer is an A. Value-wise, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, B+. Very close on the nose for the non-foil version. I think maybe a couple of those legendaries could have been tweaked given what else is in the set, but it's a great connection to the upcoming Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Art is subjective. I really like this art style. I actually said in my predictions video for Kamigawa that it's one I hope will be expanded upon, perhaps in the collector's boosters. And so this is a really good example of doing a secret layer drop right. Next up, not so much. It's Teferi's Time Trouble. Only available in non-foil for some reason at $29.99. Here we get something I love, which is retro frames. In this case, retro frames of Planeswalkers, Dak Faden, Karn the Great Creator, and Teferi Time Raveler. But in addition to the old-style frame, they've been given old-style text rules, which is, I'm gonna say, problematic at best. Look, if you think this is funny, that's great, but it's a joke, right? This is intended as haha old rules text. It's difficult, if not impossible, to understand, and I feel disappointing. So here we go again. It's another meme as secret layer, just like the all text lands. And I know it's subjective, but I find myself very unhappy with Magic the Gathering just straight up lifting stoner jokes from Magic the Circle Jerking, though knowing that design is stealing their memes, I applaud them for suggesting it would be funny to make a secret layer that was filled with reserve list cards, or just go back to the 3-set block structure. Hey, that's an A+ use of your meme powers for the betterment of the game. So my issue is that while these ideas, such as old text planeswalkers, are funny to discuss or even mock up and post to social media, in reality, you are adding willfully confusing, hard if not impossible to understand cards to the larger ecosystem of Magic, and otherwise taking a cool aesthetic choice, the traditional hand-done art and the classic border, and muddying it, to say the least, with ha 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 ha, wasn't it really funny to have to understand the old templating on a planeswalker card? Look at how meaningless the rules text appears. And I just feel we end up with that. Meaningless. I mean, why not just make them entirely textless at this point, and full art to boot? At least then you get cool artwork and a cool style on a card that you have to otherwise already know what it does. Again, this is obviously subjective. I don't mean to be such a party pooper, but I feel strongly it's another step in making the integrity of what is a Magic card and Magic card design less and less meaningful. In my humble opinion, of course. In a less subjective opinion, I say that this only having 3 Planeswalker cards is incredibly stingy. As we have seen from things such as the Phyrexian Praetor's Secret Lair, we can have 5 high-value cards. And there's plenty of low-value Planeswalker cards these days. So even if there was concern that there's too high a value in these 3 Planeswalker cards, I don't see why another 2 couldn't have been added to the lair, so that even if you're not adding that that much more in the way of value, we're still working towards standardizing secret layers as containing 5 cards minimum. As far as that value is concerned, if you were to buy the cheapest version of these cards, it would be $46.25. It's a bit of a deal, but not much of one. Overall, I'm going to say this is a B-. Next up, we have 1 out of 2 artist series in this super drop, beginning with Johannes Voss, available in foil and non-foil. This contains 4 different cards featuring Voss's artwork: Sanctum Prelate, the much-needed reprinting of Carpet of Flowers, Sphere of Safety, and Karmic Guide. Now, Carpet of Flowers doesn't actually have a foil version available, and the non-foil version is going for a whopping $22, but Karmic Guide's recent reprinting means it's pretty much just a low throw-in. It does see Commander play. It's a nice card. And again, I feel there should have been a 5th card of value, because if not for that Carpet of Flowers, there wouldn't be much here in this largely unimpressive collection. I feel like this is another B-. If you don't need that Carpet of Flowers, there's not much going on. The next artist series is of Tomas Broxa, which includes Ob Nixilis Reignited, a planeswalker worth a whopping 77 cents in non-foil, Sliver Hivelord, whose foil version is quite pricey, Sire of Insanity, and Spellskite. So the non-foil versions of all of these cards is only going to run up to $23.53. That's less than the price of the Secret Lair. The foil version wouldn't have any value either. 8 plus 5 plus $3.44. It's all tied up in the fact Sliver Hivelord's foil is quite high. But that's just for Sliver Commander players, such as myself, who are going to be the only ones really seeing the need for that card there. Non-foil is obviously a D grade. Foil, I am going to go ahead and say it's a D unless you play Slivers, in which case, yeah, you probably do want that discounted foil Hivelord, assuming you like the art and play with foils in your Sliver Commander deck. It's too narrow. It's a D for disappointing. I know that the artist series encourages artists to pick their own cards. I do wish Wizards maybe stepped in looking at that secondary market, which you know they do, and said, yeah, hey, how about add a 5th card, we'll pay you for extra art, and let's get that value up there. Cast a wider net. Finally, we have Math is for Blockers. Is that another meme? I feel like that's another meme. This includes Brazen Borrower, soon to be rotating, Vindictive Lich, which doesn't have a foil, the oddly included Meandering Tower Shell, a 41-cent foil, Oran Frostfang, which also doesn't have a foil, and the lowly Thragtusk. Once the Terror of Standard, now 30 cents for a non-foil and $2 for the foil. Altogether, we have barely over $30 to buy all of these in non-foil, and again, a lot of that value I think is tied up in Borrower, which will be rotating any day now. I'm saying it's a D+ there, and I'll begrudgingly give it a C, C- for the foils, just because it's got 2 that don't have foil versions available. But given that their own value isn't that high to begin with, I don't really see what this Secret Lair is trying to do. And whatever it is, I'm not sure it accomplished it. As usual, there are some discount bulk offers available, and this time around, the discount bulk offers are called things like the world's bundliest bundles and the world's foiliest foils. Is it just me, or does that sound like a joke from Rick and Morty? I guess that's where we're at now. Also, calling your product the world's foiliest foils may not be the best advertising route, considering the quality of your Secret Lair foils. Oh, I know, here's an idea. How about the world's flattest foils? Hey, shut up and take my money. That's a meme. Overall, I think this is a very lackluster and scattered assortment of Secret Lairs. The Kamigawa art series is the most relevant, as it is tied to an upcoming set and has art evocative of the aesthetic of that set's flavor. But the rest of this super drop is kind of an odd assortment of seemingly random card picks. I'm very disappointed in another meme-based Secret Lair drop, and I think I may be seeing signs that with the fact we now have had the equivalent of a Secret Lair every other week at least for a year, a lot of these ideas are completely running out of gas, grasping further and further for gimmicks and straws instead of focusing on more cohesive and inspired styles. But that is, of course, just my own commentary, and as with all Secret Lairs, the evaluation that matters the most is your own. If an artwork speaks to you, if personal pet cards that maybe aren't that expensive but are of value to you because of these special treatments are present in one or more of these Secret Lairs, then yeah, absolutely, that helps make it worth it if you can reasonably afford it. The evaluation that matters most is your own. And I just hope very much that this video has been able to help you look at some of the financial aspects to aid in making that decision. Special thanks once again to Audible, sponsor of this video. Remember, you can start listening with a 30-day Audible trial, get one audiobook, and full access to the Plus catalog absolutely free. Just visit audible.com/Tolarian Community or text Tolarian Community to 500 500.